You might be eating them daily, but some common vegetables can secretly trigger inflammation, weaken your legs, and cloud your thinking, especially after 60. As a doctor working with aging adults, I've seen people eat clean, take supplements, and still feel weaker every year. Sometimes the damage starts with what we think is healthy. Let's look at the foods quietly working for, or against, your strength and clarity. 1. Carrots. Vision, balance, confidence. Rosa didn't stop walking because of pain. She stopped because the world looked blurry. "I just didn't trust my steps anymore," she said quietly. "I couldn't see the edge of the curb." After 60, your vision becomes one of the most important parts of your balance system. It tells your legs where to land. It warns your brain of uneven ground. It lets you move through space without fear. That's why carrots, as simple as they seem, are powerful. They contain beta-carotene, which your body converts into vitamin A, a critical nutrient for the retina, especially the macula, the part of the eye responsible for detail, depth, and clarity. According to a study in JAMA Ophthalmology, diets rich in carotenoids like beta-carotene can slow the progression of age-related macular degeneration, the leading cause of vision loss in seniors. That's not just about seeing better. It's about moving safely and confidently. Because here's the deeper truth. When your vision fades, your risk of falling increases dramatically. Poor eyesight weakens your brain's ability to coordinate with your legs. The signals that once fired clearly, step here, adjust balance, avoid that rug edge, begin to blur. Carrots help restore that link. But they don't stop at your eyes. Carrots are loaded with antioxidants that protect the small blood vessels in your lower body, the capillaries that deliver oxygen and nutrients to your legs and feet. When these stay clear, your nerve communication stays sharp. Your reflexes stay fast. You don't just move, you respond. Try this healing ritual. Morning carrot spinach. Blend 1 steamed carrot, 1 cup raw. Spinach 1/2 ripe banana or apple. 1 cup water or almond milk. Blend until smooth. Drink 30 minutes before breakfast. Or keep it simpler. Lightly steam carrots and drizzle a little olive oil. This helps absorb the beta-carotene better because it's fat-soluble. Here's a question for you. Have you noticed it's harder to see floor edges, small objects, or signs in dim light? That may not be just your eyes. It could be your legs losing backup from a fading visual system. Carrots may look ordinary, but for aging bodies, they quietly protect clarity, control, and confidence, one bite at a time. Because when your eyes stay strong, your steps follow. 2. Broccoli, anti-inflammatory shield. When Mark turned 68, he started skipping his morning walks. Not out of laziness, but because his legs felt heavy. They weren't weak, he said, just tight. Like they didn't want to move with me. What Mark didn't realize is that inflammation can build up silently, in your joints, in your arteries, and deep in the muscles that carry you through the day. That's where broccoli becomes a defender most people overlook. This cruciferous vegetable contains a rare compound called sulforaphane, which acts like a cellular repair signal. It turns on your body's natural detoxification enzymes, lowers oxidative stress, and reduces inflammation right at the root, before you feel the ache. According to research published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition, sulforaphane helps reduce markers of inflammation and preserve vascular elasticity, especially in adults over 60. What does that mean for your body? Clearer arteries, better circulation to your legs, reduced joint stress, easier motion with less stiffness, more stable movement, lower fall risk, and better recovery time. Broccoli also provides vitamin K and calcium, which your bones rely on to maintain density and flexibility. For seniors, this combination supports not just strength, but the confidence to use it. Because strength without fluidity often leads to strain, not freedom. And here's something most people get wrong. Boiling broccoli in water strips away its healing compounds. The heat kills the sulforaphane before your body can use it. Instead, use this simple method, healing practice, lightly steamed broccoli ritual. Steam fresh broccoli florets for 3 to 4 minutes until vibrant green drizzle with extra virgin olive oil. Optional, a pinch of turmeric or lemon for added anti-inflammatory support. Do this 4 to 5 times per week. as a side dish to lunch or dinner. The olive oil supports absorption of fat-soluble antioxidants, and the brief steaming preserves sulforaphane, letting it reach your cells where it matters. Now, let me ask you, have you ever felt fine one day, then tight or sluggish the next, without any clear reason? That might not be fatigue. It could be a slow buildup of inflammation that broccoli can help undo. Broccoli may not look exciting, but when eaten the right way, it helps your legs move with less friction, your joints feel less stiff, and your heart work less hard. It's not just green. It's engineered by nature to help you stay upright, steady, and energized. 3. Spinach, circulation, and memory booster. Some people think getting tired faster is just part of aging, but sometimes it's not about age, it's about circulation. As blood flow slows with time, so do your reactions, your balance, and your clarity. That's why spinach is more than just a leafy green. It's one of nature's best blood movers. Spinach contains natural nitrates, which help widen your blood vessels, a process called vasodilation. This improves how oxygen and nutrients travel to your legs, brain, and heart, especially when you need them most. A 2015 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that regular intake of nitrate-rich vegetables like spinach improved walking speed and lower body strength in older adults. Not with intense training, just through better circulation. Here's what that looks like in daily life. You stand up and don't feel lightheaded. You walk across a room without wobbling. Your brain feels sharper, not foggy. And it's not just nitrates. Spinach also delivers folate, which helps your body make neurotransmitters, the chemicals your brain uses to think, remember, and focus. It's like giving your brain a better battery. Then there's lutein, a carotenoid that stores directly in your brain and retina. It supports both mental sharpness and vision clarity, especially as macular degeneration risk increases with age. Think about it this way. The more clearly you see and the more clearly you think, the more confidently you can move and stay independent. Here's a simple way to make spinach part of your rhythm. Healing practice. Warm spinach. Sauté. Lightly sauté 1 cup of fresh spinach in 1/2 teaspoon olive oil. Add a sprinkle of sea salt and lemon juice. Eat alongside eggs or protein for breakfast 3 to 4 times a week, or try it raw in smoothies. Handful of spinach. Half banana. 1 tablespoon ground flax seed. Almond milk or water. Blend and sip slowly. This helps preserve nutrients like lutein, while giving your body a quiet push of circulation support. Here's a gentle question for you. Have you ever felt there, but not fully clear, like your brain was a half step behind your body? Spinach helps close that gap. It's not flashy, but every forkful works quietly to keep your blood flowing, your brain firing, and your steps sharp. And when those 3 stay connected, energy returns, steadiness comes back, and so does your sense of self. Before we go further, have you ever changed how you eat and noticed a shift in your balance, energy, or even your thoughts? Drop a quick comment below. We'd love to know what worked for you. 4. White potatoes. Blood sugar, spike trap. They taste like comfort, mashed, roasted, crisped into fries. White potatoes show up in holiday meals, weekend dinners, and quiet weekday cravings. But after 60, comfort can come with a cost. White potatoes are high on the glycemic index, meaning they break down quickly into simple sugars. This causes sharp spikes in blood glucose, followed by just as sharp crashes. And while that cycle might not feel dramatic at first, it sets off a quiet storm inside your body. Here's what happens beneath the surface. Those sugar spikes inflame your blood vessels, especially the small, delicate ones in your legs and feet. Over time, this inflammation damages the lining of your arteries, making them stiffer and less flexible. Blood struggles to reach your lower limbs. Muscles tire faster. Balance weakens. Reflexes slow. Recovery after walking takes longer. Stairs become more effortful. A 2022 meta-analysis from the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition linked high glycemic foods like white potatoes to increased risk of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and mobility decline in seniors. But it's not just the potato. It's the way it's usually served: butter, sour cream, cheese, salt, or deep frying. all of which worsen inflammation, strain your heart, and sabotage medications meant to help. And here's the visual truth. That pale beige color isn't just bland, it signals a lack of antioxidants and protective compounds your aging body needs. In contrast, deep-colored root vegetables like sweet potatoes or purple yams are loaded with antioxidants, fiber, and slower-burning carbs that support circulation instead of wrecking it. Try this instead. Healing practice. Sweet potato. Swap bake one small sweet potato with the skin on, add cinnamon or a drizzle of olive oil. Pair with protein for a blood sugar steadying effect. Do this 2 to 3 times a week in place of mashed or fried white potatoes. Or make sweet potato. Mash with olive oil and a touch of nutmeg instead of butter and cream. Let me ask you something quietly. Have your feet ever felt cold, heavy, or numb, even when the rest of you feels fine? That may be poor circulation slowly creeping in, and white potatoes may be part of the cause. This isn't about giving up everything you love. It's about understanding how some foods weaken your foundation while others rebuild it, because one tiny artery in the foot can change your ability to walk, and one common side dish can quietly chip away at your confidence to move freely. Let the potato go, and make room for choices that walk with you, not against you. 5. Eggplant, silent nerve irritant. It's colorful, it looks light, it feels like a smart, low-calorie vegetable. But eggplant, especially when eaten often after 60, may carry a deeper cost. Your joints, your balance, your nerves. Eggplant belongs to the nightshade family, which produces a natural chemical called solanine. Plants use it as a defense mechanism, but in your body, especially one already facing joint wear, stiffness, or nerve sensitivity, solanine can stir the fire you're trying to calm. Here's how. Solanine disrupts enzyme activity in your joints and muscles, making them feel tighter, more reactive. It can trigger low-grade inflammation, especially in already sensitive areas like knees, hips, fingers, and ankles. That inflammation compresses nerves and slows down coordination signals between your brain and legs, and it doesn't take a big dose. For some people, it's the accumulated impact, a few bites here and there, roasted or grilled once or twice a week, slowly chipping away at flexibility and ease of motion. Research published in Pharmacology, 2017, reviewed how nightshade vegetables may worsen pain and stiffness in individuals with existing joint issues or nerve sensitivity, especially in older adults. Many of my patients don't connect the dots at first. They say, "My knees just feel tighter this month. It takes longer for my hands to loosen up in the morning. I used to move quicker without thinking. Now I hesitate." And it's not always arthritis. Sometimes it's the wrong food hitting a body that's already doing its best. Try this instead. Healing practice, anti-inflammatory swap. Replace eggplant with zucchini or steamed cauliflower in stews, roasts, or stir-fries. Add fresh ginger or turmeric when cooking. Both have mild joint-soothing effects. Avoid eating eggplant more than once per week, especially if you wake with stiffness. Here's a soft question. Have you ever noticed tightness in your legs or hands that doesn't match your activity level? Something that lingers even after rest? If so, your body might not be broken. It might just be burdened. And eggplant might be part of that burden. Because when your legs hesitate, when your grip loosens, when your steps slow, it's not always aging. Sometimes it's inflammation, silent, slow, and completely preventable. Let's release what slows you. Your steps are too valuable to give away quietly. 6. Green bell peppers, gut-brain saboteur. They're crunchy, they're colorful, and they sit in nearly every stir-fry, salad, or healthy omelet you've ever made. But green bell peppers may not be as harmless as they appear, especially for adults over 60. That's because green peppers, like eggplants, are part of the nightshade family, and inside them hides a compound called lectin. Lectins are plant proteins that serve as natural defenses, but when they enter the human body, they can bind to the lining of your gut, disrupting digestion, block the absorption of key nutrients, especially magnesium and zincs, trigger immune reactions that fuel low-grade inflammation across joints and nerves. And here's the quiet truth. As you age, your gut lining becomes more porous. Your immune system becomes more reactive, and foods that didn't bother you at 40 can slowly stir trouble at 65. Studies from the Mayo Clinic and Gut Journal show that lectin exposure in sensitive individuals is linked to increased symptoms of joint discomfort, fatigue, nerve tingling, and even blood sugar fluctuations. That matters because inflammation, especially the kind you don't feel right away, targets the areas that carry you: your ankles, your calves, your reflexes when stepping onto uneven ground. Over time, you may notice slight wobbliness when you stand, tingling in your toes in the morning, a small but growing sense that your body doesn't respond like it used to. And yet, most people never think to look at the green pepper, because it's not fried, it's not sugary. It's marketed as light, fresh, even detoxifying. But for sensitive systems, it's not about how something looks. It's about how it interacts with your internal defenses. Try this instead. Healing practice. Red bell, pepper swap. Use red, orange, or yellow bell peppers instead. These are fully ripened, lower in lectins, higher in antioxidants. Roast or lightly saute with olive oil to preserve nutrient value. Bonus: the deeper the color, the higher the vitamin C, which helps your body reduce inflammation and heal connective tissues. Let me ask you something with care. Do you feel more inflamed, tight, or slow after certain meals? Even when they seem healthy, it might not be the fat or the sugar. It might be a vegetable your body is no longer compatible with. Green bell peppers aren't evil, but for many aging bodies, they're not helpful either, and your plate should work with you, not against the strength you've spent a lifetime building. Have you ever noticed brain fog or discomfort after a veggie meal? You might not be imagining it. Some foods support your steps, others slowly take them away. You don't need to overhaul everything. Just listen closer. Carrots, spinach, broccoli, they help. Eggplant, green peppers, white potatoes. Maybe it's time to pause. Start small. Swap one. Notice how you feel after 3 days. And tell us, which one surprised you most? Your comment might help someone else walk with more ease tomorrow. May your next steps feel lighter and your meals a little more forgiving.